Yeah, this man
What's
looking.
good, fight fans? Your Majesty speaking. I got my man, the Big Joe
What's
Show
going on?
in the
What's going
building.
on?
We here. You know what we here for.
Oh yeah.
The big fight, the event, the most anticipated fight in the past 2 years. What was it? 2 years ago, we got Spence Crawford.
Man,
Early fight
finally
predictions,
time.
man. Early fight predictions. I put out a video earlier explaining why Spence made Crawford look much better than he really is. If you ain't get a chance, go check that out. Tell me if I'm tripping. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm right. I know I'm right anyway.
Sky.
What's good with you, brother? Hold on.
Man.
Before you do that, I got something for you.
Uh-oh.
I need all of you guys to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so that you can be notified when I drop future videos, live streams, all that other good stuff. Shout your channel out, man. So if anybody is watching
So if
and
y'all
they're a
into
gamer,
gaming, if y'all into gaming, we doing 2K, we doing FIFA. It's the Big Joe Show. Check it out.
make sure
Um,
y'all follow him.
gonna be posting daily, so check it out. Some entertaining stuff. Let's see.
I think my mic
Predictions.
might have went out. Let me double check. Make sure that that I'm
I hear you. You sound good.
I had a phone call. That's what happened. So it kind of messed my it messed my mic. It messed up my mic. But I think I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back now. Can you hear me?
I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah, I got my Apple headphones. I mean my Beats by Dre's, but it's
See,
connected to both. So if somebody I got a matter of fact, let me disconnect them because if somebody call, it's gonna switch over. I don't like that.
okay, okay.
All right, so we got the preliminaries out the way. We got the first fight on the undercard.
Uh-huh.
So before, because I want to show people that I'm Nostradamus, King Stradamus, BJT Stradamus. Nah, man, this fight is a tough fight to call. As much as I thought it was going to be um, an easy fight for Canelo, I can't lie to myself and act like Crawford ain't a live dog.
Definitely.
Um, I'll let you go first, man. What's your predictions? What's your predictions for the fight?
Honestly, I was thinking about it, and as much as I do want Crawford to win, I think Canelo's gonna take it.
And Canelo gonna take it.
I think Canelo's gonna take it only because Crawford's last fight, he was not as dominant. He was not as
Mhm.
comfortable. And it was like if he's doing that with a fighter that's I would say not on Canelo's
Uh-huh.
level, then fighting Canelo and then you going what 7 weight higher
No, no, no.
and then fighting
2 ways higher.
he was one nah when he fought him it
Oh
was at 160, didn't
no,
he?
he fought Majimov at 54. So he going two weight.
Or at
Yeah, he going
54. So you're
two
going
weight classes up.
so you're going 2 weight classes
Right.
up. I don't know. I don't see, I don't see him being as comfortable as that natural Crawford. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like he's not gonna be himself.
So let me ask you.
And then
Oh my
Canelo,
bad. Go ahead. I thought you was
okay,
done. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
but then Canelo is like Canelo's always been comfortable, and it's like there's no man. I don't think he's gonna win. Even with the fight against Bivol, it was like you didn't really think he was gonna lose. It was close. So it's like and then you got he's the A side. So it's like if it's a close fight, we already know who's
That's
taking it.
true. And to play
That
devil's advocate though, a lot of people thought that he lost that Bivol fight handily. They don't even think it was close.
I can see how they say that only because Bivol was keeping him on the outside, and the way Canelo fight, he's used to moving his head, being slick. But I felt like for those last couple of fights before he fought Bivol, he was breaking people down and beating them up.
Right.
So I feel like because of how it looked,
Mm-hmm.
they might say, okay, he lost completely. But it's like if you know boxing and you understand the game, you can't say he lost hands down every single round.
Yeah, for sure. And like you said, he is the A side. So a lot of those rounds that look close, they 9 times out of 10 will give him the benefit of the doubt.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think Crawford can do in this fight to possibly get a win or eke out a win or whatever the case may be?
One thing that I can think of is Canelo hasn't. I'm not gonna say he hasn't, but he don't really fight a lot of southpaws as
Mm-hmm.
much. So that can be a little bit tricky. And I don't know what it is with southpaws, but like Joe Frazier told Marvin Hagler, you black, you good, and you a lefty.
Uh-huh.
Man, them I don't know what it is with them
Right.
lefties. Tank, uh, he's a problem.
Uh-huh.
Like everybody that's lefties, they're kind of tricky and they confuse somebody into
Right.
messing up. So that's why I feel like that alone can mess up Canelo's timing, make him think he might be closer than he really is, and kind of mess up that and your last episode when you and his coach was saying we're gonna chop him up, chop him
Yeah.
up. I'm thinking, okay, is he going to the body? Is he gonna try to early on go to the body to slow him down and take him out? That could be
I
something.
just
But Crawford, Crawford not really a big body
he
puncher,
he
so
kind
I
of is
don't see
though.
him.
It's just not in the beginning of the fights. He kind of eases his
Okay,
way into him. I think
okay,
that Crawford's I need to see 3 things from Crawford for me to feel comfortable enough that he gonna win the fight. The first thing is I need to see how he deals with the patience of Canelo Alvarez, because the one thing I know and is when Crawford is fighting somebody with a good feint game, somebody
mm-hmm.
like Sean Porter, somebody like Israel Madrimov, somebody
Okay,
that is not just going to be predictable, that is going to make him think. He has an issue with being patient because he's a fighter at heart.
yeah,
So
yeah, he wanna bang with you.
feints
That's true.
really hold Crawford up. You see what I'm
Okay,
saying? And so, as I was saying in my last video, the first round in Crawford's fights are really important because if you don't establish, I'm trying to figure out how I want to put it. If you don't establish like okay, if you try to establish your game plan right away, he's going to pick up on it.
got
So
you.
you have to be tricky with what it is you're doing, because that is a defensive tactic to slow him down from getting the beat on how fast you jab. And don't
Okay,
get me wrong, eventually he will pick up on it,
yeah,
but it's
yeah, but
just
not
if
that
he pick
fast.
up on it in the first round, he got 11 rounds to beat your
Yes, yes,
you know
yes,
what I'm saying? And
yeah,
so if you can be tricky enough for 3, 4, 5 rounds, that
yeah.
slows down his offense. You
And
see
then
what I'm saying? Because
you pull out something in the 6th round. He probably not ready for that, and then it throws him off.
right? Because he is a natural counterpuncher. Yes, he can be offensive first. Yes, he can lead, but he would much rather allow you to make mistakes and then he can pick his poison.
Yeah.
So I think the first thing I need to see is how he deals with the patience, because unlike Israel Madrimov and unlike Sean Porter, he ain't the biggest name in this fight.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times you're not just gonna get the benefit of the doubt for posturing in a fight against Canelo.
Okay. But then
So,
Canelo, he's slow. Like,
well, I ain't really on Canelo. I'm just giving you what I need to see from Crawford.
Okay.
So I need to see how he handles the patience of Canelo, because Canelo is going to be patient. Canelo might even start off the first round on his back foot.
He might not.
He
might
may
not
start.
even throw a punch.
He might not throw a punch until 2 minutes into the first round.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is just going to be, and to me, that is going to tell me if Crawford feel like, okay, cool, he giving it to me, so I'm gonna take it. That could possibly be Canelo setting him up for some things. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I need to see how he deals with that patience, because Canelo's going to take that first round to get his feints off, feint his hook, because he know that you fear his hooks. You know what I'm saying? And so he going to feint his hook, and then once he finally throw one, the second thing I need to see is how Crawford deals with that power.
I was just gonna say that too, because depending on how he deals with the power, or that, and depending on how Canelo feels Crawford's power, that might
I'm
be
just
like
focused on Crawford at this point.
Okay.
I'm just focused on Crawford.
Okay. So
I'm gonna get to Canelo.
Now, if Crawford feels like, man, he hitting hard, what he gonna do? Because we never really seen.
That's what I need to see.
We never really seen Terrence get hit so hard, and it's like, is he? But then we do know that he a dog. So if he get hit hard, he might try to react, because he's like you said, he's a counter puncher, so he's trying to react as well.
Which I think is the worst thing you can do in a fight against Canelo. And that's why I said I need to see how he deals with the patience. You see what I'm saying? So everything that I'm giving you is leading up to how I'll feel confident that he can win. So if you notice, how he deals with the power is also a part of how he deals with the patience.
Okay.
Because the patience of Canelo feinting and him understanding what Canelo doing is one aspect of it. Once he can deal with the power, that's the second aspect of it. So if he doesn't allow Canelo's patience to make him antsy, if he doesn't allow Canelo's patience to make him think fast or rush into decisions, that's the first thing I need to see towards his success.
Okay.
The second thing is, once Canelo start landing big stuff, because Canelo is going to throw big shit, whether he landed clean or not, because he wants you to understand how hard he hit, so that he can mind fuck you into not throwing as many punches. That's his game plan. I'm gonna get to him though. So the third thing I need to see is how Crawford is carrying that weight around 3, 4, 5.
That's true.
Because if his legs look sluggish, if his arms are look heavy, that's going to tell me that it's only a matter of time.
Yep.
Because
like we done seen them. Yeah. We done seen them. Once they start slowing down,
if you can't move,
that's it.
In a fight like Canelo Alvarez, even if he don't stop you, he gonna beat you up.
You're gonna be in trouble.
He gonna beat you up. And so if Crawford can get through those three things, if he can be patient with Canelo, understand that I gotta get little shit off. The first couple rounds, I don't want to see him throw anything more than 2 punches.
Yeah.
Because anything more than 2 punches will put him in harm's way too early. But I want him to be super sharp, change his levels, stab to the body, not off balance, not lunging. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know Canelo got the tendency to get the hell out of the way and make you look stupid, but I think Crawford has to be very, very cautious the first 3, 4 rounds before he starts throwing more than 2 punches. Secondly, if he can handle that power, and then thirdly, if that weight ain't an issue, I think he can win the fight.
See, well, now that I'm thinking, if Crawford can, I would say instead of being as patient, if he throws his hands more as far as like throwing a bunch of combinations, because now Canelo is gonna have to force himself to move, because Canelo's not one to not all the time catch and parry. Most of the time he's really moving his head.
What round are we
now
talking about?
Even if it's early.
Nah. If Crawford go out there throwing a bunch of punches, Canelo's upper body movement is one of the best. He's going to make Crawford look stupid because Crawford won't be able to hit him with all of those fucking combos early on. Trust me.
How do we know?
Because I know Canelo Alvarez. If you talking about throwing 3 or 4 punches in the first round when Canelo is fresh, if you talking about round 7, round 8, where he may have slowed down a little bit, then that's something different. But in round 1, you come out there throwing 4 or 5 punches.
What if the game plan is to get him out early?
If the game plan for Crawford is to get Canelo out early,
what if?
That's almost like putting your tongue in somebody's butthole and hoping shit don't come out on it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost to the point where it's like you asking for trouble.
Hey, what if? We don't. Do you know the game plan? Do you know what Crawford's game plan is?
I don't. I just think that would be a stupid one if it was.
But what if it works? What if it gets? Because look, no one's thinking, let's do this. Let's start early. Let's get him out there early. No one's thinking that. So what if he does that and now he has Canelo on the defense from the beginning?
But I think that plays into Canelo's hands because it's just like I said in the Earl Spence video. The reason why Earl Spence made Crawford look better than he really was because he showed too much too early. So if Crawford come out there doing all of that shit in the first round, Canelo going to catch a lot of that shit on his gloves. He going to have great upper body movement. You see he came in a lot slimmer than he normally does. He's ready for speed.
Yeah.
So he's going to have a slick upper body movement. Crawford going to be missing a lot of shit, which guess what? You come out swinging all that fast, that hard with this extra weight, you don't know how your body's going to react in round 6. Yeah, so what if you don't get him out?
But you don't know.
I want to use logic though. Like, what sense would it make for a nigga that's coming up 2 weight classes to go out there and try to unload? And
he might feel comfortable. This is his regular weight. What if this is his walk around weight? And
I'm gonna tell you this: if he do that, he will get stopped in 4 rounds. If he come out there not cautious, not giving a fuck about what Canelo can do to him, I guarantee you it'll be over before 5.
We're gonna have to see that.
He ain't gonna do that.
Hey, look, I'm gonna be the first one.
Guess what? We ain't got that much longer. How about we make a bet?
See, I'm a God fan, man.
Me too. So we can make a friendly bet.
Okay, all right, bet. Let's do a friendly bet.
All right.
If he comes out, like I say,
balls to the wall,
I need you to give me 50 push-ups.
Okay, balls to the wall. And if he come out cautious and probably throw less than 20 punches in the first round, I need 50 push-ups.
That's no problem.
Bet.
No problem.
So, y'all, we on record. We on record. So, for me, I just don't think that's a smart game plan. Not against Canelo. He never did this shit before, and he's never did that before. So I don't want to play devil's advocate when it comes to just making up some shit. I want to actually have an educated conversation about what can possibly happen. If you think he's going to come out, if you think he's going to come out there and go balls to the wall and be so confident that Canelo can't hurt him in round 1, you don't need to be boxing.
Hey, we never know. We never know.
Now let's go to Canelo. What do you think Canelo's path to victory is?
Now, Canelo got a lot of stuff, and this is why I feel like Canelo can win too. Canelo couldn't go to the body well. His head movement, he's slipping and punching. Um, having pressure without even throwing punches. Um, he's a counter puncher as well, and he's patient. And then experience. He done seen it all. He got like 20 more fights than Crawford. He's been fighting damn forever. So it's like he got a lot.
Yeah.
He
And
got a
against
lot of he got a lot of tools in his
and
bag.
against higher level competition. So
Yeah.
um
And then you know what? Sometimes I feel like when you have a guy that's coming towards you aggressively, I would say it's easier to beat. But then if you're coming to me slow, I'm contradicting myself.
very much so.
If he, because I'm thinking if he does come,
Okay, T-Bud.
you know, fast, if he does become aggressive early, it's a little bit easier for Canelo. If he's waiting,
Which is why I was
at the same time,
why I was saying if that's their game plan, they should have stayed the fuck home. If that's their game plan. But I say that to say I think Canelo is a much smarter fighter than anybody that Bud has been in the ring with. I can't say the same for Bud because Canelo was in the ring with Floyd.
Yeah.
And I just think that the things that Spence was doing that made so let me say this. I think that the only reason why people are is okay with this fight is because of how Crawford looked versus Spence. You know why I say that? Because when he fought Sean Porter, nobody said, "Oh, I want to see Crawford versus Canelo."
Yeah.
When he beat David Avanesian, nobody said, "I want to see Crawford versus Canelo." It wasn't until he beat Spence, and he beat Spence in the manner that he beat Spence in, that they started to say, "Oh, maybe he could beat Canelo." But then he came out a fight afterwards and looked human against Majimov, and the talks died down. So this fight is really made based off of the fact that he beat Spence in the manner that he beat Spence in.
Yeah.
And so everybody's assessment of how good Crawford is based on that Spence fight. Which is why I made the video about why Spence actually made him look better than what he was. It wasn't so much what Crawford was doing. It was more so what Earl Spence wasn't doing that allowed Crawford to do what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
And so when I look at it in that context of Spence was just really giving you shit, lunging forward, off balance, jabbing on rhythm, never changing the speed of his jab. You know what I'm saying? And then lunging with his backhand, with his left overhand, and that was easy pickings for Terrence Crawford.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So when I say that Spence made him look better than he is, it's really no disrespect to Terrence Crawford. It's more so Spence really didn't do. Spence wasn't on a level of IQ, wasn't on that level to be able to pick up on a lot of the stuff that Crawford was allowing him to do. You see what I'm saying? And so I think a lot of times people think, oh, if you win in the fight, you outboxing the person. That's not always the case. Sometimes outboxing is strategic. Sometimes you allow a person to get off just to get your shit off. You know what I'm saying? So
get him tired, and then now you,
not even get him tired, but more so allow him. So like, let's take Crawford for example, right? Crawford is too smart to do that shit that you said. Even if Bomac said go out there and go balls to the wall, Crawford not doing that shit. He's smart enough to understand that if I go out here and just start letting punches go, it's especially fresh in the fight when Canelo ain't tired. He's liable to take my fucking head off. Crawford knows that, just like I know that. And so 9 times out of 10, with Canelo fainting, he's going to be hesitant, right? So if Canelo goes into a round where he says, you know what, I'm going to get on my back foot. I'm going to let him come forward. I'm going to allow him to get comfortable.
Yeah.
A lot of people will see Crawford look like he landing shots or he throwing shit, and it look like, oh shit, Crawford winning the round. They don't realize that mentally he's still being beaten. You see what I'm saying? So outboxing ain't just winning rounds. Sometimes outboxing is allowing somebody to do shit so that they can get comfortable doing it so you can take advantage of it.
I see what you mean.
So when I say I don't think Crawford's IQ is that much higher or they're around the same when it comes to the IQ, that's because I'm looking at it from more than just an athleticism standpoint.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying Crawford's IQ based on him being athletic, but IQ is up here. So I think that Canelo is going to establish his feint game. Why? Because Crawford is not going to go in there and do that shit you said. I think that his feint game is going to force Crawford to either be stagnant or feel like he got to do something. Yeah. Why? Because he knows that I can't walk backwards for a full round and be hesitant and win rounds against Canelo. You see what I'm saying? Maybe against Majumov I can because I'm the bigger name. Yeah. But against Canelo, if he's walking me forward and he looks like the aggressor and I look like I'm retreating,
around,
and neither one of us are really throwing no punches, 9 times out of 10 he gonna get the knock.
Yeah.
So I think Canelo knows that, you know, and I think Canelo is going to start using his feints. Before that first round is over, he's going to throw something hard enough, whether it lands
or it don't,
whether it don't land, whether it land on his hip, whether it land on his shoulder, whether it land on his chin. He's going to throw something so hard to the point where it's either going to make Crawford say, oh shit. Like even if the wind behind it is a different type of wind, it's like shit, I can't get hit by that shit. You know what I'm saying? Or Crawford gonna say, oh shit, this ain't nothing I ain't never felt before. You know, it's gonna be one of the two. And if his reaction is, oh shit, the fight is over.
I'm saying, but he knowing Crawford, he's gonna have that poker face.
It don't matter. I'm gonna be able to see it in his body. When
okay. Yeah.
All you have to do is look at his feet before he get hit, and then look at how fast his feet is moving after he get hit. Yeah. I don't need him to show me his face. I'm gonna be able to tell it by his body language.
So you telling me
if Canelo wind up and he start flinching and shit, I'm gonna be able to know it.
So you telling me that if he get hit like that and he start moving the way Devin Haney was moving against against what's
Ramirez.
his name? Rolly?
Ramirez. Jose Ramirez.
You're right. So if he start moving, not exactly like that, but like to the point where he's super hesitant, then it's like
the fight is over.
I got him.
It's over.
Yeah. Okay.
It's over.
Okay.
Because at that point he has realized I'm not trying to get hit with that shit. And that's all Canelo needs. All he needs is for you to have the fear of his power, because now you're going to be more hesitant. You have no it's either you gonna say or Crawford gonna say, fuck the power. If he hit me with it, I'm gonna go out on my shield. But either way, the fight is over. If he hit him to the body and it looked like he folded over like a lawn chair and he trying to get the fight, it's over. It's over with.
That's it.
It's over with. Because then that is gonna open up everything else for Canelo. Yeah. Because now you don't know if the hook coming to the body. You don't know if the hook coming to the head. You know what that allows Canelo to do? People say, oh, Canelo don't lead with his jab. You know why? Because he knows if he establishes fear, eventually he'll be able to do what the fuck he want to do. If he can jab you, he can feint you, he can do whatever he want to do. But the first round,
what I was saying. That's what I was saying as far as like the pressure without even throwing punches.
Yeah, but that starts
now I got you.
after that. Because now once he knows, oh shit, this motherfucker, he's fucking terrified. That's when the pressure gonna get worse. Because now you so worried about what it does is it makes you hold your stuff home because, or it make you
react.
It make you alligator punch because you want to punch, but you want to get your shit back so fast that it's really nothing on your punch when you punch because you're so worried about defending yourself. So he make you get your shit home. That's how Canelo beats a lot of guys. It starts off with his feints in the first round. It starts off with his feints. And that allows him to understand what he need to know about you. Canelo know if it's going to be a tough fight in round one, just like Crawford knows if it's going to be a tough fight or not in round one.
And you know what? Canelo, I want to say, he's one of those fighters. He's one of those fighters like, I feel like old school where it's like they use their feints a lot, not just in the first round, throughout the whole fight.
Because
a lot of people they stop using feints. Like, let's say they do use it, but in the first round, just to see how he's gonna react, this and that. But then it's like, you don't think it wouldn't work good in the 6th and the 7th round?
But I think it depends. I think it depends. That's why you have to have a strategic game plan because, okay, you're a basketball player.
A former.
When I say basketball player, I'm talking about here.
I understand. Yeah, yes.
If you're guarding somebody and you know they can't shoot, in the third quarter, are you going to go for a pump fake?
Nah.
You see what I'm saying?
No, for what?
So it's pointless. So you have to establish things early on for it to have an effect later on. Now, if I come out and I'm, it's like, oh shit, he might be hot tonight. Now, anything I do, I can head fake, and you know what I'm saying? Now, anything you're gonna react to anything based on what happened earlier. It's the same thing. It's really no different. But we 32 minutes and 25 seconds in. I don't want to be on here long because I do want to come back afterwards to give a what's the name? So I'm gonna allow you to give your prediction first.
Yes. I don't know. You know, Canelo haven't knocked. When was the last time he had a knockout?
Caleb Plant.
And that was what, 3, 4 fights?
Probably like 6, 7 fights.
I'm gonna go Canelo decision.
I can see
I'm gonna go Canelo decision.
I honestly see a lot of different things. What'd she say?
My wife says it's gonna be a draw.
That's not a bad thing either, especially if they making that much money. And I'm telling what the second fighter make. So for me, it's just too much for me to go against my knowledge of boxing that I've, accumulated over my years. It's just, to me, it's just too much going against Crawford. And as much as I want Crawford to win, but it's been 13 months since his last fight. He'll be 38 next week. He's coming up 2 weight classes. So when you say, when was the last time Canelo knocked somebody out? When was the last time he fought a welterweight? Coming up 2 weight classes. Don't know how that weight is going to look. I don't know how he's going to react to Canelo's punches. I don't know a lot, man. Like, I just gotta. It's just too much for me to say Crawford.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Canelo, and I think Crawford has too much heart, or will have too much heart for his own good.
Oh man!
But I'm gonna tell you this: I think Canelo is going to actually outbox him And when I say that, I'm saying it in the manner of from this standpoint. Like people gonna be like, "Oh, you said that Canelo was outboxing, but Canelo lost 4 rounds." Yeah, but did you pick up on what he was doing in those 4 rounds when he was losing them? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I think I'm gonna say Canelo by TKO. And when I say TKO, I'm just saying I don't know how it'll come. I don't know if it'll be, he dropped Crawford and then Crawford get up and then he started punching him and then the ref stop it. I don't know if it's going to be, it's too much damage. Both might got to throw the towel in. It's going, but I don't think it's going to be a boom knockout Crawford out sleep. But I do think he's going to apply some damage to Crawford. But I'm torn because I want Crawford to win. I really want Crawford to win.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think somebody's gonna go down?
I just said I think Crawford will get dropped and then he'll get back up.
So you think he's gonna get dropped?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah. I don't want to see it though. That's why I didn't want to see this fight, because I just got a feeling I know what's going to happen afterwards. And I think what's going to happen afterwards is they're going to shit on Crawford if he lose, and if he lose bad, because the narrative behind him has always been he ain't fought nobody. He ain't, the people on his resume was, late, or they was in a car accident, or Porter was about to retire. Kilbrook just got 2 eye sockets broke. Like it's always been a knock on his career. And I think if he loses to Canelo in a bad fashion, it's just gonna make it worse on him. And I think if Canelo loses, I think he'll be fine. I think he'll still have his fan base. I think he'll still be able to make big fights. It's like Pacquiao. Pacquiao can lose 300 times. He's still Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's not fair for Crawford, because at the end of the day, he is going up 2 weight classes. But I do understand to the casual fans that it's like they're gonna talk shit. I could see that happening.
But I don't even think it's about the casual fans. I think it's more about the hardcore fans. Like, I think it's the hardcore fans that's been giving Crawford a hard time the past 10 years. You see Canelo pointing to his brain. I'm telling you, people are severely underestimating how smart, how strategic Canelo is, how good he really is, man. Like Canelo the real deal, bro. But Crawford is too, man.
Yeah, he is.
Crawford is too. And honestly, I don't think either one of them should take a hit. But I just know boxing fans, I think the fact that they even taking a risk, you know what I'm saying? Canelo taking a big risk by getting in here with a smaller fighter who's that good, because if he lose it, it'll look bad on him. Crawford taking a huge risk by jumping 2 weight class fighting Canelo Alvarez, because if he loses bad, it'll look bad on him. So
yeah,
I didn't want to see this fight, but it's here now, and I'm a boxing fan, so I'm for sure gonna watch it.
Most definitely.
But I appreciate you. Shout your channel out one more time.
Okay, we got the Big Joe Show.
Y'all go follow him. Follow him. Subscribe. I'm so used to Instagram. Y'all go subscribe to his channel. He's a gamer, so if you like gaming, head on over.
We might do some boxing stuff in there too.
Yeah, and I'm coming back on after the fight. Is you joining me, or what we doing?
Of course, we gotta talk about what, especially if something crazy happened.
Right.
We gotta get back on.
All right. So I'll be back 35 minutes after the post fight in the ring, and yeah, we gonna see if I know what I'm talking about. If I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not opposed to being wrong, because I know this sport. But I do know that this boxing and anything can happen. But like I said, I hope Crawford can pull it out, man. Me using this and what I know about the sport, it's just so much going against him, man. But I definitely want to see him win, and for selfish reasons, because I want to see them Henry Armstrong type dudes, those Sam Langford type dudes, those, you know, those guys, the Roberto Durans, the guys who had the balls to jump up a weight class, 2 weight classes, 3 weight classes, and Roy Jones Jr. and challenge, you know, people and just for legacy. So I ain't get to see that much of that. A lot of times I grew up in the 90s, everybody fought each other, but towards the mid 2000s, it became a who can keep their O the longest game. And so I'm excited where boxing is at now, to the point where these guys are fighting each other. They just had Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez.
Yep.
Hope that fight is almost done. So you know, I'm excited. I want to see some epic shit. So hopefully Crawford can pull it off. I just don't see it.
You think Tank gonna come back and fight Shakur?
No, I don't think he want to fight Shakur. I think Tank is. I understand it, man. When you play sports and you got a love for the sport, and people gonna shit on Tank. Oh my god, people gonna shit on Tank. But I've been through it. When you got a love for a sport and you just love the sport, and then you get to a certain level where the politics are involved, sometimes it can ruin your love for the sport, because it becomes more than just a sport. You know what I'm saying?
It becomes a job now instead of
not even a job, but it's just so much dumb shit that come along with it. You know what I'm saying? Like when in reality, I started doing this shit because I just love the box.
Yeah.
I started playing basketball because I just love basketball.
Yeah.
And so when you get to a certain level and you can't do this because this person's father paid for the gym that we play in, so it just become, you know what I'm saying, it make you hate the sport. And so I get what Tank at, you know what I'm saying, he had a place where he probably feel like the politics of the sport is trash, and he can go make a boatload of money with Jake Paul and probably bow out. Honestly,
I'm not mad at him. Get the money.
Me neither. But we'll be back 35, 45, 55 minutes after. Until next time.
All right, man. Peace.
All right, bro.